Senate Bill 36. Imagine this. Imagine your town applies for money to improve emergency response or border safety. Instead of local leaders helping decide what gets funded, those decisions are now made far away in one state office. At the same time, big companies can share information with the state and keep it hidden from the public. What the bill says it does. Senate Bill 36 says it will improve border security and public safety by creating a new Homeland Security Division inside the Texas Department of Public Safety. The goal is better coordination and faster responses to threats and emergencies. What it actually does. This means DPS can now control border operations, intelligence centers, and security planning, while local governments lose the ability to shape those decisions. It also means the governor and DPS can decide which security grants get funded, while the public loses access to some information if companies label it confidential. Who benefits? The Department of Public Safety and the Governor's Office, law enforcement unions and statewide police organizations, large energy and infrastructure companies like refineries, pipelines, and utilities, industrial groups that get a seat at the table in security planning. Who pays the price? Local governments with fewer choices and less control, communities that lose transparency about surveillance or infrastructure risks, taxpayers who fund a permanent new state bureaucracy, smaller towns and rural areas that struggle to compete for state attention and grants. Why it matters. When decisions about safety, money, and information are pulled away from local communities, everyday people have less say in what happens around them. When corporate information is hidden, the public cannot see how risks are handled or how contracts are shaped. Over time, that shifts power upward and leaves regular Texans out of the process. Questions to ask your lawmakers. How will local communities keep a real voice if DPS and the governor control security funding and priorities? Why allow private companies to keep information secret when it affects public safety decisions? Would you support regular public reviews to make sure this division does not grow without accountability? Bottom line, Senate Bill 36 centralizes power over security and funding in Austin while reducing local control and public transparency.